How are we going to get these passions done? I'm going to be telling you how you can be a stay-at-home mom while pursuing all of the other things that you have going on in your life. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am Taylor, and thank you so much for being here. And if you hear a baby in the background, no, you don't. Which brings us to today's video, how to be a stay-at-home mom with multiple passions. And for a little context, I am a stay-at-home mom of now 4. I've been a stay-at-home mom since 2021. So what's that, about 3-ish, going on 4 years. My oldest being 5, all the way down to a 4-month-old, 4 months old. I digress. I stay at home with my children, but then also pursue outside passions such as content creation for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. I volunteer and mentor a group of young ladies. I also am on my local radio show that is also a podcast, Simplicity Sundays. Look us up. So, as you can see, I am a woman that wears many, many hats. And I forgot I am also a wife as well. So there's so many different things pulling me different directions. And let's get back to why we're here. I'm going to be telling you how you can be a stay-at-home mom while pursuing all of the other things that you have going on in your life. We are going to be discussing why, what, where, and how to pursue your multiple passions. These tips can be implemented as a stay-at-home mom or a working mom, but I love to just talk to the moms because we always hear about women finding identity in being a mother. Once we become moms, we get easily lost in it. And I want to encourage us to, yes, be a mom, be the best mom that you can be, but also don't lose yourself in it and keep chasing your dreams, keep pursuing your passions and your hobbies. And here's how you're going to do it. What is your why? For us to find out what passions we may want to pursue, we need to know why we are pursuing those said passions. My why would be I love to talk and I love to encourage and inspire people. And so the way that I go about my passions, I am able to do that in everything that I do. So that is my why. But what is your why? Are you doing it for self-care purposes? Are you doing it to pour into others? Are you doing it to pour into yourself? Why are you doing the passion that you're doing? What? What are your passions? And this is coming off of why, because once you identify why you want to do the passion, you are now able to figure out what passion it is that you want to go about answering your why. For me, my passions that I listed earlier, mentoring, radio show, content creation, the why behind that is inspiring and reaching out to people. But your why and what may be your passion could be reading books, fashion, photography. But why do those things pour into you? What is that doing for you? What are you doing in the passion that is filling you, fulfilling you? What is the passion that you are looking to do? Where? Where is your passion going to take place? For me, I am able to do some of my passions from the comfort of my own home. But the other ones I may have to travel and go to see the people. For example, the radio show, I have to go to the station. The girls, I have to go to the school to see them. And the reason why the where is so important is because that will determine where you show up to do the passion, the time that it takes to get there. And if you're a mother or a stay-at-home mom, you need to know where you're going to be, because you also need to know where your kids are going to be while you're doing those passions. Which brings us to when. When is important because when you're a mother, going back to the where, it's not just you that you have to worry about. You have to worry about when and where your children are going to be when you are taking the time to do the things that you need to do. And also with your passions, when are these things taking place? Are you doing seasonal passions? Are you doing like extracurricular activities like sports, or are you going to get a massage? When is important, especially when you are a stay-at-home mom or a working mom or even a single mother, because when you don't have your children, you have to make sure that they are taken care of. And majority of the time, your passions are going to be you are going to be getting your passions done outside of the motherhood role. So when is very important because you have to schedule the time to go and do the passion, but then also make sure that you are on schedule so that you may complete it. That's why when is a very, very important factor when it comes to pursuing your multiple passions. And how? How are we going to get these passions done? And that is also very important because if you are a mother, which I'm sure you are by this point, you clicked on the video, how is important because how are we getting this done? We have so many other things that we have to do outside of taking care of the kids. We may have to work, we may have to take care of the home, cook, clean, take care of ourselves. So, how are we having the time to do these passions? Discipline, scheduling is so important when it comes to how we are getting our passions done because we are one woman. We can't do everything. We can't be everywhere. So, in order to get the how into your passions done, scheduling and figuring out what time and place you are doing these passions are so important. That's why all of the steps come together because if you don't know when you're doing your passions, you don't know how you're doing your passions, everything are going to fall apart. One momento, one of my other passions, a child is calling me. And as you can tell by our brief intermission, this is why it's super important to have your how, your why, your when, your where, and your what already figured out. Only because as a mother, anything is fair game. You never know when you are going to be pulled away from your passion. So you also have to be flexible in the scheduling, but you also have to be very, like I said earlier, disciplined about getting the passions done, especially if you are going into a passion that is going to later turn into a stream of income. We have to treat our passions like work if we are going to be serious about getting them done. Because as a mother, there are going to be a million things that can distract you or pull you away from what you are working on. And we have to get them done if that's what you want to do. And if you didn't want to do it, you wouldn't be here listening to this video. I feel like it's super important as a mother to have outside things that you are doing that are pouring into you and fulfilling you outside of the motherhood role. Because if you don't, it can lead to depression, stress, which would later turn into you losing yourself in motherhood and years go by and you forget who you are, what you enjoy. And we don't want that. We want to be able to be the best moms that we can be, vibrant, loving, encouraging, but that comes from pouring into yourself because pouring into yourself, you are able to pour into others. I know this was a very short and quick video. If you guys would like any other explanations or more detailed explanations in regards to any of the why, what, where, when, and how, please leave a comment down below. I thank you guys so much for being here. And I encourage you to keep chasing after those dreams, never give up. Just because you had kids does not mean that you have to stop chasing your dreams and going after the passions that fulfill you, keep you happy, and chasing after anything that you feel like is for you. But of course, may it be in God's will that you are able to accomplish and complete all of these beautiful things. Thank you again. I'm Taylor, and I will see you guys in the next one.